What's up, y'all? Pulling up at the bee yard. We're doing some diversification today. I'm setting up 2 new production yards and kind of changing the way I operate. But the reason I'm filming this at the gate, this is the first day I've noticed this beautiful privet flower opening. That means we are getting close to the honey flow. Privet's a good source of nectar for us. So we'll see if it comes in or not. Let me hop in the, oh Lord, I forgot to unlock the gate. So what I'm doing is, I've got too many bees in one area, I think. I just don't like working a long time in the same yard because it gets hot and I'd rather have that break to drive between yards. Hold on. So what I'm doing is I'm moving my honey production out into smaller yards with like 2 to 4 colonies. Keep in mind, I am not a commercial beekeeper. I do this for fun and as a hobby. I enjoy making bees more than I like making honey. I mean, the honey's a lot of work. So I'm kind of moving production yards out of where I make nukes from. That way I don't have huge colonies there competing with my little baby beehives. And I think that may be a good thing. Sorry, I've got to open and close the gate every time I come in and out of here. It's not bad. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Setting up 2 new bee yards and rearranging some stuff. And I'll try to film as we go. All right, so here is the plan. Everything you see with the brick running the same way as the frames is known queen-right. Well, was queen-right last week. So the plan is to take these 2 Anels out of here and get them in one of the production yards. I gotta verify that one is queen-right first. That's gonna be the big, determining factor. If they're not queen-right, I will probably take that nuke and pop it into there to requeen that colony and then move them. Then I'm going to slide some hives around and then go set up the other one. So this is the first step of the process here. All right, so I've got those 2 Anels right back there loaded up. Both of them were queen-right. So I am executing the first movement here. They're going to go, it's about a 15-minute drive, maybe a little more. But it's closer to my house, and it's actually 3 miles away from my other honey yards, so it kind of gives me a little more bee coverage. This mating yard is about 7 miles away, so they're not helping me there, but there's a lot of beekeepers around here, like 3 or 4 colonies. I know about 5 bee trees just on the place where my breeding yards are that obviously aren't treated, and they've been surviving for the 3 or 4 years I've been out here. So I know with them, now that's not saying they didn't die and something else moved in. Yeah, I get it, but they're here. There's plenty of drones in the area, and I may look for more yards kind of within that 3-mile bubble of here, just to keep the drones around that I want. But yeah, I will, when we get over to the new yard and I get these 2 set up, I will show you that layout. It's right in front of a pond, so water is not going to be an issue. That's how I'm going to make this video, because I'm trying to move quick and get this done, because, you know, we got stuff to do throughout the day. So I'm trying to get this done without interrupting too much of my life. All right, y'all, I'll see you at the next yard. Okay, move 1 is complete. Bees are out here. They are trying to figure out what the heck is going on with their life. This is my first time moving these Anel hives. I'm going to tell you what, this is amazing. You just flip the door over to where they can't get out, open the air vents with a screen bottom board. It was a really quick, painless process. So new layout here, there's a goat barn there, but a big pond right there. All woods all back through here. It's a pretty good little setup. driving situation is not the best to get back here, but we're gonna work on that. All right, this process is almost complete. I've got 2 5-frame nukes that I'm moving right now. Had to add a super to that Hive IQ. That is the only one I didn't do the artificial swarm on. And god dang, they are already on another super. So what I've done is I've put my honey hives on the end of each stand. That way I can work them from the side. I've got my 3 nukes over there. Got my nuke there. Bricks, you can read bricks. Sideways, queenless. Correct way has a queen. There you go. I'll be at the next yard in a few minutes. All right, just dropped off the 2 nukes that I had to set up down here. They are dropped off. The landowner was there and he likes to talk. So I dropped them off and got out of there as quick as I could before that turned into a 7-hour conversation. Because he's like me, he will talk. Done. The bees are moved that needed to be moved. The colonies are on the stands the way I want them. So now the big push is kind of over. Now it's making honey, see what happens. Until it's time to do our splits to get our post solstice queens. Y'all know I'm an OTS beekeeper. So that will serve to get us fresh young queens going into late summer to get through winter. That's it. I need to buckle my seatbelt. I apologize for the dinging, y'all. All right, thanks for watching. Roll Tide.